And the addict is subconsciously utilize this whole timeline and system to remain in the role of the victim, because sex addicts need a relationship to need, and they need a relationship to reject. That's how they maintain the story of their trauma and replay it out in their sex addiction. Okay, remember, sex is just the canvas on which they're painting the story of woundedness. And so they get to cast themselves in the role of the victim and treat their partner like the abuser, okay, or the perpetrator of trauma. But what's really happened is that the roles have been reversed. Man, you know that you're starting to get to a sex addict when you can explain this to them and you see the tears in their eyes. The light bulb comes on and they say, oh no, what have I done? I've been playing these mind games with this person. You know, a mind F, you know, is what they call it. Oftentimes partners refer to it this way, that they were being hurt and being told that they were the problem. What does that do to somebody's psyche? It's very, very harmful. I mean, some of the worst emotional abuse you can probably do to somebody when you think about it. But in reality, they were the one being perpetrated on. The abuse was being perpetrated on them. The hurt, the trauma was being perpetrated on them. Because in the addiction, the addict has become abusive in the way in which they treat the person emotionally, maybe physically. Addicts with trauma are oftentimes intimidating, punching holes in the walls, yelling if they get caught or are questioned, or their control is questioned in the environment. Not all guys, but they could be intimidating. And when they're punching holes in the walls and throwing things, okay, that's domestic abuse. And their light bulbs coming on for them, and they're like, oh my God. Or they've been so numbed out and distracted, or staring at their phone or their computer over here, that they've been icing out and have their back turned to their partner. Because if we're going to care for these addicts, we have to care for their partners too. We have to do so very carefully because they're very hurt.